because his pregnant wife was passing gas in the middle of the night. He decided to sleep down in the basement, but he had no idea that a pair of highly trained assassins had already slipped into his house completely unnoticed. By now, the assassins had reached his wife's bedroom. John heard the gunshots and rushed over, swiftly taking out the lookout. During a face-to-face showdown with the last assassin, John took 2 bullets to the chest, allowing the killer to make a clean getaway. John dragged his wounded body to the edge of the bed, only to find that his wife was already gone. Just like that, a happy family was torn apart. Shortly after, John was rushed to the hospital for emergency treatment. A Navy SEAL getting hit in his own home immediately caught the attention of the CIA, and they quickly set up a task force. It wasn't long before John was out of the woods. He let the team know that there were 4 assassins in total, and 1 got away. This attack drew serious attention from the secretary. An investigation revealed that during their last mission, the SEAL team had accidentally killed the son of an FSB director. He believed that the hit on John was highly likely an act of revenge. However, when Karen looked into the assassins' backgrounds, she found that the one who escaped simply didn't exist in any official records. Karen knew there had to be a cover-up, so she handed the file over to John. When he saw that their passports were issued by Vasily, a former official of the Russian FSB, John instantly knew this guy had the name of the 4th assassin. So, he showed up at the embassy pretending to be dead drunk. The moment Vasily walked out, John started tailing him. At the very next intersection, John T-boned Vasily's car, trapping him inside. He then doused the ride in gasoline and lit it up. Forcing Vasily to give up the 4th assassin's name.
Yeah, you remember me? Huh? Who killed my wife? Huh? Who's the 4th guy in my house? Give me a name.
Having gotten what he wanted, John executed him on the spot. When the cops arrived, he threw his hands up and surrendered. John was eventually locked up in a federal prison that mainly housed Russian criminals. He immediately realized someone wanted him silenced for good. Sure enough, shortly after he arrived, a carefully orchestrated assassination plot unfolded. John sharply picked up on this. He wrapped wet towels around his hands and used his clothes to plug the drain. The wet towels served as both a weapon and a way to prevent his knuckles from breaking. He then flooded the floor with water, making it easy for any armed attackers to lose their footing. John took a prison guard hostage and ordered the warden to lock the doors. Not long after, a U2 marshal showed up. He handed John a cell phone, and the voice on the other end was the secretary. The secretary told him he was there to bail him out. John was then taken to a secret black site. When he dropped the name of the runaway assassin, the team was totally shell-shocked. Shocked because according to official records, this guy was already dead. He used to be a top-tier Russian operative who built an entire network of sleeper agents. If this guy was actually still breathing, it was a massive threat to the U. The secretary decided to put together a special ops team to take him out, and John demanded to be part of the mission.
Sir, if this guy's as bad as he says he is, we need somebody like me.
They disguised the op as a commercial flight, hopped on an unregistered passenger plane, and took a detour over the Barents Sea, planning to parachute in through Russia's northern border. But just as they were about to make the jump, the plane was hit by a missile and crashed into the ocean. Water instantly flooded the cabin, forcing the team to evacuate to Murmansk, Russia. At night, the squad used the darkness to infiltrate the target building. However, when John finally found the assassin, the guy was just sitting there quietly waiting for him. The assassin told John he was just following orders, and the one pulling his strings was the exact same person pulling John's. This guy was using his identity as a Russian intel agent as a cover, but was actually carrying out secret orders from an American higher-up. From the very beginning, John and his team were nothing but pawns in this game.
Our lives offered willingly for the highest cause.
Yeah? What cause is that?
America, John. those behind us in Washington are not the only true patriots.
After dropping that bombshell, the assassin pushed the detonator in his hand, blowing himself and all the evidence to ashes. But just as the team was getting ready to pull out, a stray bullet suddenly came flying their way.